Whew. Hi, everybody. What's happening? Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I want to tell everybody we had 22,000 plus views last night. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. We had a lot of views. Let me check and see if it went up a little bit. And we had 100 new subscribers. 100. And I'm like maybe 10 people short of having 26,000 subscribers. So let me check. The last time I checked, I think it was like 8 people, maybe 9. I figured out of those 100 people last night, I would have been able to get 26,000, but it didn't kick me over, but I'm almost there. I'm like real short. I'm checking it now. Let me see. I'm checking it now here. Let's see here. 993 is where I'm at. That's it. Yeah. So maybe like less than 10, we're right at 10 people to get me over to 26,000 subscribers. So if you're watching, don't be a hater. Just go on and subscribe to the channel. Just that simple. So I went to the store to get me I wanted some fried chicken today. And this store, this HEB here, where I live at, they don't sell fried chicken. They only sell baked chicken and stuff like that, which that's better for you. But I wanted some fried chicken. And unfortunately, they didn't have it. So I'm drinking me some lemonade and tea. Let me tell y'all something. You know how you save money when you go to the restaurant? You get you a cold bag, get you a cold tea bag. You know them cold tea bags. Let me get some water, please. Just water. Thank you. You dip that girl down there. You take that spoon, put that girl in off and let her sit there for a while. Next thing you know, you have tea and lemonade. You're having it on a palm. And you don't have to boil the tea. How simple is that? See, let me show you. Just take it. Take the tea bag. It's just a cold tea bag. Let's see. You never knew that, did you? So yeah, there we have it. We got us hopefully it's not too soon. I didn't quite understand that. You said you look nice in the base from form as well. What does that mean? Well, you must be blind because I'm never always in drag. I wasn't in drag last night. I'm always out of makeup. I'm always out of makeup. You must be blind because I'm always out of makeup. So anyway, I like peanut sauce, y'all. I like peanut sauce. So when I went to the only thing that I could find close to not being too spicy was a medium spicy. But it might be too much for me. I may not be able to use it because if I eat anything spicy, it breaks me out. I don't understand why everybody think everything got to be fucking spicy. Like, everything don't have to be spicy. Like, surely there's got to be something, Give people options besides everything being spicy. Everything can't be spicy. This is a waste of money if that's spicy. I guess I should have looked to see what was in it. It's got Thai chili, white pepper, garlic, sea salt, filtered water. I don't see anything with it just say spices. Yeah, I have to be careful because I get a canker sore in my mouth and they hurt. I hadn't had one in a long time. But it's so weird because when I go to Chewy's Mexican restaurant, I can eat. They have it's like a white sauce. It's like a jalapeno sauce, and I can eat it, and it don't bother me. I'm like, that's weird. I don't get it. But anyway, I'm hungry, so I might still use that, but this came with it. This came with the spring rolls, and I tried to find this too, but I started to get this. But I love. Do y'all like peanut sauce? Mmm. This is chicken. They had pork. Your pork. I love peanut sauce. Oh. But I don't like spicy peanut sauce. But I'm going to put this in here. I'm sure I'm going to regret it. So did y'all remember when I told y'all, to all you nosy people that's watching, did I not tell y'all I need about 10 more people to bring me over to 26,000 subscribers? Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Go on and subscribe to the channel. And take me over to the top. 26,000. I didn't ask you if you ate meat. I didn't ask you that. But we don't care if you don't eat meat. No, this came from the store. From the Popeyes. If 46 people subscribe to the channel, you bring me over to 26,000 subscribers. It's not that bad when I mix it with this. I hope this shit don't creep up on me. Let's see how these wings are. These are teriyaki wings. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. That is going to be impossible to give you some of these wings. So, hold on. I need to warm them up just a little bit. Thank you to all of you guys who helped me reach 22,000 views last night. We had over 600. We had 600 people watching at one time. My best friend just congratulated me. He just saw it. I don't usually get numbers like that. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I got 22,000. But let's try to see if we can do it again tonight. Oh, yes. I don't want it too hot. Yeah. Because I got some juicy stories. I got some juicy stories for tonight, but I don't want to talk about it now. Yeah, I got some juicy stories for tonight. I didn't want it too hot. Let's see. Mm. Okay. The peanut sauce is a little spicy, but hopefully it doesn't break me out. Because y'all hear me coming until my mouth is hurting, you know? That's why. So who's here from out of town? Where y'all from? I'm in Texas. Represent your state, honey. Represent your city and your state. Mm. Represent your city and your state. If you ask me that one more time, I'm going to block you. Well, you know what? If I am old, it's a blessing to be old. That's not a read, girl. Being old is a blessing. And nobody told your horrible ass to watch me. You could have kept strolling, but you couldn't help yourself because because you was bored with your life, so you wanted to come and watch me. Everybody else watch me because they want to watch me. Never calling somebody old is not a read, honey. It's not a read. That's a blessing. And you probably don't know about YouTube and people become millionaires eating on the live. Being that you're watching me, and commenting, thank you for putting money in my pocket. Don't ever let nobody think that when you call somebody old that you're letting them have it, because you're not. I'm sure everybody can agree with me. Being older is a blessing, and I guarantee you, if you send me your picture, I look better than you. It'd be hoes like you sitting behind a computer that's ugly and don't want to show your face. At least I got my face out here. Where's yours? Send me a picture, girl. Send a picture. Nobody's going to represent their city and their state. How many of you guys seen the show last night? Again, thank you for 22,000 plus views and 100 new subscribers. Also, if you're watching the live, if you hit the like button, that brings more people into the live. Just represent where you're from. Don't be stupid. Ooh, it's a little spicy. Ooh, Mississippi. Ooh, that sounds like a little racist town. Cleveland. Not too far from Louisville or Louisville. I'll be in Mobile this in 2 weeks. I'll be in Mobile in 2 weeks. I'm in Texas. I said it earlier when I first came on here. Mmm. Ooh, it is kind of spicy. Ooh. Mmm. Ooh, I hope this don't break me out. Ooh. Mmm. Oh, she's spicy, honey. Ooh. Ooh. Higher, 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 higher. Woo. Oh, I didn't know that Houston, Texas, or just Texas. I'm in Texas. I'm in a town outside of Dallas called Weatherford, Texas. That's where I live at. Mm. Ooh, I can't do that spicy no more. God almighty. Mm. Mm. Ooh. Ooh. Good God almighty. You love me very much. Do I know you? For you to say you love me? Why you love me so much? You don't even know me, do you? Well, it did say love thy neighbor as thyself. Okay. What happened to that hater that came in here a while ago and tried to check me and call me old? Where'd she go? She probably over there mad because she can't get none of this chicken, honey. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. You don't be tagging no women. Are you a woman, Sadie? Thank you. Your name's Sadie, right? Are you a female? No, no. Don't be tagging these females in here. You don't love her. You don't even know her. Let me block. Let me remove you from my live. Don't be coming on here harassing these women. Don't do that. Don't come on here harassing these women. I'll put them on timeout. No, it was some guy told whoever it was. I don't know if it was a guy or girl. I already told him, baby, that's not a read in the gay community. We say read. That is not a read when you call somebody old. That's a blessing. Mm-hmm. And to be a gay man and live through the 80s and live through the AIDS crisis, you can't read me, honey. Mm-mm. You can't read me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You cannot read me. You know, I saw this thing where everybody talking about EJ right now. EJ, Magic Johnson's son. Everybody jumping down on him because what he said. He said that he's not attracted to gay men. I know a lot of gay guys who are not attracted to gay men. They prefer a gay man who thinks that he's straight, but he's really gay. They have them. I've dated them before. I got a couple of them that I know that I, fool around with. They not, and they don't even have relations with women. They just not out. And I don't understand why somebody would be so bothered about what EJ likes. If you don't like gay men, you don't like gay men. That's like me getting mad as a lesbian dating a gay man. They do it all the time. I don't know what you said the other night. I don't even remember. Mary, I didn't quite understand it. You said, are you proud of living through something so awful? You must be proud. What do you mean, like when I went through the AIDS crisis and didn't have to, I didn't die from that? I'm not proud that I didn't get HIV and AIDS and die back in the 80s. I'm blessed. Because people was dying every week. When I came out, there was no such thing as HIV. But you know what killed me though, y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all trip. Okay, well, okay, maybe you didn't mean any harm, but PT is not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. I don't just meet up with people. I'm having a meet and greet in Houston at the end of April. Is anybody want to? I don't know. First of all, I ain't no celebrity. I ain't no, but I do have a YouTube channel and people like me want to meet me. If you coming to meet me, we going through the whole shebang. I need your name, your birth date. Yeah, all of that. Your social media. Yeah, I ain't stupid. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. And they better come right because I'm in Texas and you know about Texas, right? Okay, just give you a warning. If you want to try it, I'm just giving you a warning. I am in Texas. No, I was going to say something. Let me tell y'all something. If you had a choice of being HIV positive or being a diabetic, which one would you choose? Think about it. I know y'all not going to answer that, but let me answer it. If I had a choice between being a diabetic and having HIV in 2026, I would choose the HIV. I'm gonna tell you why. Because people are living with. Look how long Magic Johnson's been living with HIV. Look how long. This straight guy came on my live the other night. I mean, I don't want it, but if I had a choice, because living with diabetes is, I've lost so many friends from being diabetics. It's like you can't eat this, you can't eat this. You end up sometimes you end up getting your leg cut off, your foot cut off, your ears cut off. I'm just exaggerating, but HIV it's treatable. Now it is. Yeah. That's because they got the money, yeah. Diabetes is, and some people just give up with being a diabetic. They be like, girl, I'm going to eat what the fuck I want to eat. Of course, nobody would want either one of them, but if I had a choice, I would. Especially in 2026, there's too many people living with HIV. Too many. This straight guy from on my live the other night, don't know if he's real, don't know if he's telling the truth, but he said he was straight. He's positive, but his wife is negative, and they've been together for years. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what he said. So people need to stop being so uneducated. Somebody said they wouldn't drink behind somebody that got HIV. Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens too. That can happen too. Yeah. You know, I don't know about people being murdered and eaten. I don't know. That's kind of way off the top to me. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. It would be sick and nasty if they did that, but we just don't know because we don't know. Hold on, this is my nephew. Hey, did she answer the door? Okay. Oh, that's my nephew. I don't know, because it'd be a lot of things on the internet. It'd be a lot of things on the internet. You just can't believe everything. Some lady came on my live the other night. She said, PT, go look on Instagram. For what? People they taking their money off of their bank account of Bank of America. I said, baby, if it was that serious, it would be on CNN. Some people don't know how to go get reliable source. You got to know where you get your sources from. If you look on the internet, everything you see all this stuff about, stimulus checks, this, that, and this and that. And you got to go down and look on the bottom and see what the www dot this is the fake website.com. If something says www sunlight.com, I mean, you got to know where you get your source from. You got to go to a reliable source to know where it comes from. So I went to go look when I finished. And I looked, and everything that I saw was from 2020, 25. And then I went on Instagram, I went on Twitter, and it's a fad. It's a fade. They trying to make money off this. People don't understand why do celebrities get on the internet and tell their business? Because they make money. Yeah, they just make up stuff. That's why. This person I was about to talk about, I don't want to talk about them because I want y'all to come back tonight. They be doing too much. But a lot of these celebrities, like the Dwight Howard and his ex-wife, and then, the son and T.I.'s son, when those people, not me, I'm not famous, but all they got to do is come on there and talk 10, 20 minutes. Their video gonna be like, they'll probably make $2,000 or $3,000 off that one video. Just by talking. Hey, Sassy. Just by talking. So even though it makes it seem like, are they telling all their business? They are, but you're watching and they're making money. That's a smart move, actually, if you think about it. I come on here and I tell a lot of my business, but I know what to say and what not to say. I ain't telling everything. Hey, welcome in. I'm almost done with this wings. And I said all the time, when people come on and say, oh, I can't believe you eating on the camera, and baby, let me tell you something. It is so simple. When you see somebody doing something on the internet you don't like it, swipe left. Swipe left or right. That's it. But kudos to the people that eat and make a living off doing this, because I wish I could. I do get a lot of videos. I do get a lot of hits though when I do eat, but I don't be getting like 20, 30,000 views. Like that's a big money right there. Can you imagine on vacation in Hawaii? Well, what do you do for a living? Oh, I do mukbangs. You do what? I do mukbangs. What the fuck is a mukbang? Eat casting. I just sit and eat and people watch me. Well, how much do you bring in a month? Oh, anywhere from 90 to 80 to 90,000. And what do you do for a living? But you know what? I don't call it weird. I don't. I really don't. I call it, it's not weird. It's only weird if people sit and watch it. If people don't like it, just don't watch it. Because they making money. Listen, y'all, we're living in some really hard times right now. People are struggling. They can't keep a job. They done got this. They done got rid of this DEI stuff. People are being out and racist, and they're being bold, and they're firing people, especially a lot of black people. It's hard out there. So, however you can make, long as it ain't hurting nobody, long as it's not hurting nobody, if you want to get on YouTube and sleep, do it. If you want to get on YouTube and eat, do it. Make your money however you can make it, long as it's legal. You know, no one has to watch it. I don't call anything making money weird unless it's illegal stuff. I talked about the story last night about the young man who just, I don't know where he went wrong. 18 years old, just happened last week in Houston, the city I just moved from, and I always watch my back. And he robbed a lady that was down there in Houston. She's from. Um, I saw you last night and I watched the whole lot because I was taking cold medicine. I couldn't sleep. I love you. Oh, okay. I hope you feel better. Thank y'all for subscribing. Yeah, because I need like 10 more people, y'all, and then get me over to 26,000. Please subscribe. I got 100 new subscribers last night. I was like, damn. I had never had that many views, y'all, in a long time. A long time. But I don't know what it was. I don't know why I had all those views last night, but I was so happy. I was so happy. Well, I'm going to try it again tonight. What? He said these men comes on shirtless and gobbles like turkeys. Oh my God. I wouldn't watch that. But look, if they making money, shit, let them gobble on to the bank, honey. Let their ass gobble on to the bank. Yes, Lord. Gobble, gobble, gobble. They said some lady eat, I don't know if it's on YouTube, but she eats starch or something like, ugh. I say get it how you get it, baby. Get it how you get it. But I was talking about the young man that was 18. The lady lived in Austin, and her friend it was her day to start her what you call it, the chemo. And a guy, 18 years old, young black guy. Mind you, he was already on probation. He was already on probation for kidnapping and robbing or something, whatever. Yeah. And ugh. And so I actually like starch, but I wouldn't eat it on live. And so it was a great show. Yeah, it was. And he robbed this lady, killed her, just shot her. Dude, you could have just took the car and left. Shot the lady. They called him. He was already on probation. You know, until they get strict about laws in the states, it's always going to happen. It's going to happen again and again and again and again. I just saw something this morning where some 20-year-old robbed a man, and 78-year-old man unalived him. They need to do. Yeah, he killed a lady, and the lady she took time off. She was gonna go to Dubai or somewhere, and she decided to go be with her friend that had cancer and help her friend. Can you imagine what her friend feels like? They got cancer, laying in the bed, and y'all know what they. You know, all black people are not the same, but this shit right here don't help. This shit right here don't help. And I'm gonna tell you nothing. Look on Facebook, look on Twitter, Facebook, and all these places. When you see all the violent stuff, you see mostly us. And I know they do that on purpose, but if you don't believe me, go look. Go look on Facebook. When you see people fighting, getting into it, it's us. Go watch. I believe they intentionally do that. I believe they intentionally put a lot of. When I see white people fighting online or black Mexican people, I'll be so happy. I'm like, God, I'm glad it's not us. Living 70 years. Mm-hmm. Yep, it happens. These little YNs, they are a mess. These little YNs are a mess, baby. That's why in Texas you got to carry because you got to let a girl know I'm not playing with you. I'm not going to play with you. That's why when I lived in Houston, I kept my peace. Mm-hmm. I kept my peace with me. And he didn't have to do that to that lady. I don't know. Last night I came on at 9, so it may not be 10. I may do 9. Well, I'm going to try it one more time, y'all. I'm going to do the wig again, but I'm going to try it one more time without the wig and see how many numbers I can get. Because I'm gonna go back to wearing the wigs, but blacks are only 13% of the U.S. population. So I like doing the wigs. I like it. It's funny, and but if I had to do it, I'd do it this way. Yeah. I would do it this way. This is where I started. I started out like this. Mm-hmm. But then I was in Houston. Well, my numbers had kind of went down, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I did a show, like a drag show, and then one night I went on live. I had on my makeup, and then everybody was like, well, it doesn't matter what you like. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I do what brings in numbers. And if this ain't bringing in numbers and the wigs are, that's what I'm gonna put on. Probably about 9, 9 o'clock. I was supposed to be doing a show because I'm getting ready to go to Austin. So I got to come up with some money to go do the radio station. But I don't know. We'll see. Hell, I may not go. I want to go, but I just don't feel like doing no show. And it's not payday yet. But I don't know. I can't go. Say I'm going out of town next week. That's why I want to do the radio station next week. So we'll see. Because, I do male shows and female shows. I do both. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got my first job at a gay club as an MC, as a male performer, because I did drag, but the gay club didn't allow drag queens in the club. Yep. And they hired me because this was in '93. They hired me because they knew that I did both. They said, "Well, PT, we're gonna hire you, but we don't want drag shows." And I now I got it because what my boss taught me was, right? I think so. Yeah. My boss taught me was, in the gay community, in the straight world, especially in the white gay community, black men are not accepted as much as a drag queen is. Like, if I get in drag and go to a gay bar, oh, hey girl, oh, Miss Thing, you're flawless, but you don't get, like when you go to a gay bar and you see male dancers, you ain't gonna see no black ones unless you go to a black club. You might see one, but you know he's a one of them that think they one of them. Oh, really? Yeah, they have HEB here. And he said that the reason why they opened up the club and did male dances, they did black male dances because Dallas had never had a black gay bar that had um, predominantly black men. Him and his partner was from Oklahoma, so you know Oklahoma's very white. And so they moved. He was an accountant, and to he moved to Dallas, and he went to LA, and he saw this. He went to this club, and they had this thing called Tantalizing Thursday, where they had the male host and the male dancers. And usually, when you go to a gay bar, you don't ever see no black gay men dancing. You usually see a drag show. That's usually what you see. That's what is more accepted in the gay community, the white community, than it is, than drag. Drag queens are more accepted than black gay masculine men. That's just the way it is. And so he had a vision and a dream that, and he did a survey and I said, well, what y'all like to see? We don't want to be around 18 and under, or like 18 and up. We don't want to be around drag and, all of this. They said all of this. So they did the survey and they went by the survey and it lasted for a while. I was the first MC. It was basically like a boys bar, a man's bar, 21 and over, grown and sexy. We had male dancers. It was the first time ever that happened in Dallas. But then, see, people say one thing, but they do another. So then another bar opens. Hey, Penny, another bar opens. And they had drag shows, 18 and over, the whole works. They completely left our club and they went on, they still came to my nights on Thursdays, but the Fridays and Saturdays, they hit it. I thought y'all didn't want to be around no drag queens. I thought y'all didn't want to be around a bunch of 18 and over. So my boss said, it started out good, and they still came on Thursdays. They still came on a Thursday, but your club ain't gonna last just one night a week, And we was right downtown Dallas. We was downtown Dallas before any other clubs before was downtown and none of that. We was about the only club downtown Dallas, and it lasted. Like I said, it lasted for a little while, and then when the other club opened, my boss was like, you know what, PT. When they close, we already knew they was gonna close. We're gonna open up. We're gonna start having drag shows. You can still do your male dances on Thursdays, but on either Fridays or Saturdays or Sunday, we're gonna have drag shows. And that's what we did. They closed down. We remodeled the club, and we had our first Black Gay Pride weekend, and I came up with the idea. And we had Tony Terry. We had, this is before he came out. We had Tony Terry. We had Jennifer Holiday. We had Black Box. We had Kevin Alliance. I think that was it. Yeah. And then we started doing drag shows. So a lot of people say what they don't like, but their action speaks louder than their words. Now, do my boss regret not having drag shows in the beginning? No, he wanted to give the people what they asked for, but now he showed them that's not what they really want. And then the club ended up closing down. Listen, I would never, if I had my $5 billion, I would not open up a black gay bar, because my boss, he went through so much hate behind people trying to close him down. I'm gonna tell you what really started, and I remember it. It was some queens that were so jealous of him. Him and his partner that opened up the club, they were so jealous of him. They came in, now y'all tell me, is this right or wrong? If you go inside somebody's club with flyers and tell everybody, oh, y'all come to this new club or come to my party. That's wrong. You don't come inside somebody's establishment and tell them to come to your event. You don't do that. You pass out the flyers outside, or you go put them on their cars, and not even on that. You don't even really put them on their fly on their This was back before social media, well, before YouTube and stuff, and not YouTube, but before Facebook. I mean, Facebook was around, but back in the club days, we did flyers and stuff, put them on the cars and stuff. But and my boss confronted them, was like, "Hey, don't pass out flyers in my club." And shit hit the fan. They started calling the police on the club. But my boss had his shit together. They when you start having calling in on, it's just, I would never open up a black gay club. I would never. It's too much hate. It's too much hate. Somebody tried to burn the club down before Gay Pride weekend. They were so jealous of us, of my boss. They tried to burn it down. It wasn't no white folks who tried to burn it down. Because to be honest with you, the white folks probably want us to stay open so that we don't come up in their club. And then you can't really, let me tell y'all something. You know what I used to tell the black gays in Dallas? You can't really get mad at the white folks for not wanting y'all in that club, because some of you motherfuckers don't know how to act. They be watching this Fight Club and all this shit, and they think what they see on TV, they got to go to the club and do it at the club. It's just stupid. I miss disco, and I miss old school. I miss disco and old school. Everybody wants to be a thug, a homo thug. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. Some of this hip hop ruined our community, and these shows on TV and stuff. Yeah. Some of this hip hop, some of this stuff, and everybody want to be hard. They want to be a thug. They want to be like Tupac. They want to be like, girl, that's a shame that you're gay and you have to go to a gay bar and you can't be yourself. Not saying that you got to run around with a purse on and be feminine and all that. No, I'm not talking about that. But it's like, anyway, I'm coming on at 9. I'm going to come on at 9. Because I got some hot tea. Okay, hold on. Let me see if y'all got me over the 26,000 subscribers. Let me check right quick. I told y'all I don't need, but okay, right here, this say 990. Oh! We're almost there, y'all. We are almost there, y'all. I'm at 25,998. Come on, y'all. If you ain't subscribed, do it right now. Come on and get me over, man. Come on, get me over the hump. 998. See, tonight we could be celebrating 26,000 subscribers. Yeah, when you want to make sure y'all know when I come on, you got to make sure you put on your notifications. When I come on, you have to say you want all notifications. You got to log out and go back in there and put in all notifications for PT when I go live, so you know. Okay. Come on, y'all. 998. If I could just get 4 people to subscribe. Just 4 people to subscribe, maybe 5, just to be safe. 10, just 10 of y'all subscribe and bring me over to 26,000. We're that close, y'all. We're that close. 998. Come on, somebody make it 999. I'm sitting there waiting on it to change. Somebody make it 999. Hey there. Hey. We're at 998. So I guess all 76 of y'all are subscribed to the channel, because if so, that's good, but we are 3 or 4 people short of 26,000. And I just need y'all, if you're watching, just hit it. Bring me on over to the top. Now, don't act like that. And then tonight we can have a celebration. Tonight could be a celebration. It could be a, let's get party tonight. We can just turn it into a party. It's still sitting at $9.98. Look, it's just sitting there. $9.98. Come on, y'all. Come on. Subscribe to the channel. $9.98. There it is. Woo! We did it. Thank you guys. Oh my God. Let me take a screenshot. Oh my God. Thank y'all so much. We did it, y'all. Yes. 26,000 subscribers. Woo! Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Well, I did it, but y'all helped me do it. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Woo, boy, finally. Hey. Oh, wow. 26. I'm ready for 30,000. Uh-huh. Oh, y'all did that. Y'all did that. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. I'm happy. So let's see how this show go tonight. We're gonna try this one more time without the wig on. Now I ain't completely lost the wig. Now I know some of y'all like the wig and stuff, and I'll be cutting up and stuff. I ain't forgot it. But let's see how tonight goes. We got 22,000 subscribers last night. 22,000. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. 26,000. I appreciate you for being a member. Thank you. 26,000 subscribers, y'all. And we had 22. I got 100 new subscribers last night, y'all. 100. Oh, well, thank you. Where you live at, April? Woo. And again, I'm gonna put this out here one more time. If you live in a city that doesn't have Ricky Smiley Morning Show or the Breakfast Club, oh, North Carolina, Ricky Smiley, what part of North Carolina? Ricky Smiley Morning Show or the Breakfast Club, make sure that you contact the radio station and let them know you know somebody that does gossip, you know. But you got to make sure it's not Ricky Smiley or it can't be a morning show that's syndicated. They got to be local. And they need somebody to do the tea. That would be me, okay? Or PT's Punch. We call it the PT's Punch. Oh, can I tell y'all my Greensboro story, y'all? And then I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to turn off this light because it's hurting my face, okay? I'm showing you the difference without the light. Oh, actually, that light is better. So I'm going to give you my Greensboro story. You ready for my Greensboro story? I'm gonna take this over here, sit over here on the couch, because. So I gotta tell you a story about Greensboro, North Carolina. How long you been in Greensboro? Yeah, it's the PT's Punch / T. I'm gonna sit over here because I need to sit down. Okay. How long you been in Greensboro? Ooh. If you guys, moderators, if you can, please put up my Cash App. Okay, you might know this person. Can y'all put up my Cash App, please? Because I'm going out of town. I'm going to do the radio show, so I'm looking for donations. I sure am. I'm looking for little donations. Pay for my hotel room is only, I think, 180, something like that. And I can't believe that this Marriott is not charging incidentals. Bitch recorded him too, because I want to make sure when I get to that hotel, and they said, well, the incidentals are 50 a night. That ain't what he said on here. And I recorded it because I ain't never known no Marriott that don't charge no damn incidentals. So anyway, so do you remember where's the Greyhound bus station at now? First of all, I'm not bald. That's hair right there. And now you're gonna be removed from my live. Just from trying to be cute. You just got checked. Now you know that's not bald, that's hair. And now they're gonna remove you from my live. Um, where's the Greyhound bus station at now? . Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there at the end of the month. I'm. I'll be there end of the month. Sadie, I didn't ask you if he was a woman or not. Where'd that come from? The person from North Carolina, is the Greyhound buses still in that little place that it used to be in? Hi, how you doing? I know it looked like I'm asleep, but I'm reading the comments. It's still a little. It's still a little small. It's on Church Street. Okay, I need to look that up. So there was a guy named Tim. Do you remember a guy? How old are you? Well, I don't know how old you are. Do you ever remember a guy named Tim that used to sew? He was a gay guy named Tim. He used to sew. Now, mind you, this was back in 91, 92, somewhere in there. Somewhere between 91 and 92, before 93. So, okay, well, Tim used to sew and he used to date. Oh, you might know. Do you know the Johnsons there in Greensboro? Do you know Charlotte? No, is that their name? Not Charlotte. Oh, what's my niece's name? They Johnsons. Those are my nieces. I just can't. I just shame I don't know their damn name. You know the Johnsons. Did you ever a guy named Junior? Junior, they call him Junior, but he died. He got killed. Those are my people. Anyway, so I don't know any Johnsons. Okay, good. We're gonna move on. And they might even be their name. They might be. They not Williams. I think they Johnsons. Yeah, yeah, they Johnsons. Okay. So, so Junior had a boyfriend, and he was in the closet, but he somewhat kind of came out, and Junior got killed by him and his boyfriend actually got killed by the police in Austin. They ran it. They T-boned their car and killed him. Okay. Well, um, so Tim had always kept telling me, come to Greensboro and visit me. I said, okay, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come visit you, right? So when I would to go visit him, we was sitting, we was sitting in the house. That was back when Greensboro used to have them black and white cabs. That was a long time ago. I don't know if y'all remember that. And I went to go visit Tim, and I don't know what made him talk bad about my nephew. He said my nephew was a bitch or something, and I was like, huh? Well, first of all, my nephew wasn't no bitch. And you're not gonna sit here and talk about my dead nephew because I'm not gonna sit here and let you talk about it. I packed my shit, called a cab, and went to the bus station on Church Street. I'm glad you told me the name of this street because I want to look it up online. Because I'll probably start crying because I'm gonna tell y'all the story. So I don't know how much money I had on me. I don't remember how I was getting home. I don't know if Tim told me he was gonna send for me to go home. I don't know anything. All I know is I was mad and I was ready to leave about you talking about my dead nephew. Well, you gonna call my nephew a bitch, but y'all was together. So what would make you say that? What would make you say that about my nephew? And I got mad and I left. And he tried to get me to come back. I'm like, bitch, fuck you. You talk about my nephew, bitch, you crazy. I don't beat your ass. But I didn't know Tim that well, and I didn't, that wasn't my hood, so I wasn't trying to come unalive in Greensboro. So I went to the bus station, and I told the man at the bus station, this was back before cell phones. We didn't have cell phones back then. We only had pay phones. And I told the man, I said, well, somebody going to, I'm going to spend the night here, and I'm trying to get home. Because I didn't have enough money to get home. I mean, that's how mad I was. I didn't care. And so I spent the night, and the next morning I had some money, but not. I didn't have a lot. I had enough to eat and stuff like that, but I was running out of money and I was trying to figure out, thank you for subscribing, trying to figure out what am I going to do, what am I going to do, what am I going to do. So the next night, for those that don't know, Greyhound bus station is a cruise spot for gay men, right? It used to be. I don't know what it is now because they didn't close down all the Greyhounds. So back in my younger years, I used to cruise and trick and do all kind of stuff. So I said, well, I'm gonna go out and work my jelly baby, and somebody gonna take me home with them or give me some money to get home. I'm gonna go work my jelly. So let me see. Let me show you something. So I go out. So the next day, the guy was like, well, you can't spend the night here again. I said, okay, no problem. And I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do. And Tim came back. He came back to the I'm trying to show y'all something. He came back to the bus station trying to pick me up, and I was like, man, fuck you. I'm not going back to your house. Fuck you, fuck you. I had made up my mind. You talked about my nephew. So I was not going back. Hold on. I'm trying to show y'all something. Hold on. Give me a second. It's probably not in here. Hold on one second. I got to save this picture because I be wanting to try to tell y'all stuff, and I keep forgetting to save this picture. I don't think I saved it. I didn't save it. I don't think I did. Hold on. So I didn't save it. Never mind. Let me get out of this. I didn't save it. So anyway, uh, so I said, well, I'm gonna stand out here and see if somebody pick me up. Hopefully he fine. We could do what we gonna do. Maybe he can give me some money. I can go home. Up rose this ugly ass motherfucker. He looked like Whoopi Goldberg in drag. But bitch, I needed somewhere to spend the night. He was like, what's up with you? I said, hey, what's up, man? I said, man, I need somewhere to spend the night, because I'm trying to get back home. Can you help me get home? This broke bitch talking about, yeah, you can come stay at my house. I said, dude, let me tell you something, dude. Don't try to touch me. Don't try to do anything with me, because it's not finna go down like that. He's like, no, you good with me. You good with me. And so we get in this car, and we get to rolling down the street on a dirt road. I thank God for protecting me through all those years that I was running the streets and running wild and doing all kind of stuff. I'm so glad He protected me from death and danger, you know. And we riding down this long dirt road, and I'm like, where we going? He's like, I'm going to my house. This dude pulls up, y'all, to this house. It was dark, and the house was on the left. And I said, oh, you live in this house? He's like, no, I take care of a lady that lives in this house. This is where I live. This motherfucker lived in a shed. Like them sheds you put your lawnmowers in? Bitch, I needed somewhere to spend the night. So the whole night I'm doing this. Dude, don't touch me, man. I'm not playing, man. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. Don't you touch me. He kept trying. But, he didn't get what he wanted. And the next morning we got up and he took me back to the radio station. I mean, the radio station, what the fuck? He took me back to Greyhound, and he gave me some money, but I don't know how much he gave me. And I wouldn't give a damn if he had $1,000,000. I wouldn't go sleep with him. And I would rather go back and sleep on the streets before I slept with him. So I got through that, and this was a Friday. And the bus driver told me, hey, I see you back again. Did you get your ticket? What's going on? I said, no, I'm waiting on somebody. And so he was like, okay, well, you can't spend the night here. I said, I know, sir. I know I can't spend the night. So I was getting worried. I called my family. I didn't have a great relationship with my mom at the time. And my mom, what you doing now? Mom was like, how'd you get in there? No. You got to wait and see if I can get some money. Get you home. So he so the next day, it was getting, he dropped me off early. So around about noon, I said, I still had cash. He gave me some money. I don't know how much it was, but I had some money. I said, I'm going to make some phone calls. And the man at the bus station said, well, you need to call all these people. They'll try to help you get home, right? So I called. These are the 3 places that I called. Okay, it's by Washington Street, old Greyhound station. That area still is. Oh, it's still there. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Okay, oh, it's Washington Street and Church Street. Okay, I need to look it up because I just want to see it. It's been so long. I just want to see with my own eyes. It's gonna bring back a lot of memories. And so he said, you need to call these three places, right? So the first place I called was United Way. They told me you got to work. I said, I'm not going to work. I'm trying to get home. Then I called Salvation Army. They told me the same thing. My last call was the American Red Cross. Okay, the Red Cross, the blood of Jesus. Okay, that's what I thought about when I called. I said, well, the Red Cross, the cross of Jesus. And I mean, I was just thinking. I said, when I called, and the lady said, she said, well, we really can't help you. She said, do you have uh, now, mind you, this was about 3 o'clock, right? She said, really, I don't really know, there's really no we could I'm gonna tell you like everybody else that if you work, you can work your way back. And I said, ma'am, I don't want to do that. I just want to get home. And right before I hung up the cell phone, I mean not cell phone, but the payphone, she said, I have a question for you. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, do you have anybody in your family in the military? I said, yeah, my brother is in the Air Force. She said, okay. She said, I want you to stay by the phone and I'm gonna make some phone calls. Now mind you, this either had to have been the first or the 15th of the month. It had to be the first or the 15th of the month. And I said, okay, yes, ma'am. And I was mad. I was running out of money. I was hungry. I was tired. I was ready to go home. I couldn't take no bath. I was just ready to go home. That lady called me back in 30 or 45 minutes. She said, guess what, Mr. Johnson? I'm like, yes, ma'am. She said, I just got off the phone with your brother. Your brother just cashed his check. She said, your brother just cashed his check. She said, today is Friday. We close at 5. Do you know how to get to us? I said, no, ma'am, but I'm going to find my way there. I said, I'm going to find my way there. And my brother paid for my ticket to get home, and he sent me $300. Oh, God. Woo. I was so happy. I was so happy. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I'm finally going home. And so I don't know where that Red Cross was in Greensboro, but baby, I walked my ass there. I got there in time to sign the check, and I signed the check and everything because it's like a check. Like he sends the money to them, and they all I do is sign it, and they give me the money, and the ticket was already paid for. So he paid for my ticket, and I had money, and and I was crying, and I was so happy. And I already had my ticket. They had my ticket at the bus station. So, bitch, I went to Red Lobster. I went to Red Lobster and ate. I went and bought me some soap, took a shower. Ew, I'll never forget that. I will never forget Greensboro. I will never forget. Tim died, by the way. He died. He died a long time ago. And I will never forget Greensboro. I will never forget that. Every time I think about Greensboro, and I wanted to go online and see where the bus station was at, but I didn't know the name of the street. So you said the old station, have they moved it or is it still in the same place? Have they moved it? It's by Washington Street, Church Street, the old station. Okay, well I'm gonna have to Google it. And so I'm not finished with the story, y'all. So um, I didn't have so I was good for the next day. My bus left the next day, and so my bus ticket was good for the next day. So I said, oh well, I went to Red Lobster, got me some soap and showered, took a little bath and all that, and so I was like, well, I'm waiting on waiting on the bus. So I said, well, let me go back out here, work my jelly again, see if I can meet me a little fine ass man, before I leave and go next day. And this fine ass dude pulled up in a hoopty. He pulled up in a black badass Chevy hoopty. That motherfucker was out. I said, whoa, where you going? And y'all should, I was trying to put up a picture of me when I was young, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. I got that picture. Hold on. Baby, let me tell you, that dude pulled up. He's like, yo, where you going? I said, I'm going back to Texas. He was like, Oh, here's my car. He's like, oh, you going back to Texas? I was like, yeah. Talking about, you want to chill? I'm like, hell yeah. He was so damn fine. So uh, we end up going to his house, and him and his mama lived together. But his mama knew he was gay. He was real nice. His mama was nice. She cooked. And I spent the night. We didn't do anything. We probably would have did something if his mama wouldn't have been there. But she was really nice. And I spent the night and everything. His name was Michael. That's all I remember. His name was Michael. That's all I remember was Michael. And I'm looking for a picture. He was so nice, and we talked, we cuddled up and everything, but we didn't do anything sexual because I was, it was mama was there, even though she knew he was gay. I wouldn't have felt right anyway. But spent the night with him and everything, and the next day he said, like, I'm gonna drop you off. He said, I'm gonna drop you off, but I'm gonna come back and give you my number, because you remember back then, y'all, we didn't have cell phones. I said, okay, cool. And he dropped me off, and then the bus came before I know he had a job interview with Amtrak. That I do remember. And so by the time he got back, when he was driving up, the bus was driving off, and I never got his phone number. To this day, I don't even remember how to get in contact with him. So that was my Greensboro story. That was my Greensboro story. I was trying to find a picture of me back when I was a hot box. But that boy was, ooh, Lord, he was so fucking fine. I was like, damn. But to this day, I guess I'll never know what happened to him. Don't even know if he's still living. Don't even know if he's still living. Don't even know. But that was nice of him for me to spend the night. His mom cooked spaghetti. I'll never forget it. She cooked spaghetti. She cooked spaghetti. But those were the days. Baby, I was a hot box. I don't know why. You know what? I'm going to save this picture in my phone. Because every time I try to go find that damn picture, I always lose it. Ooh, y'all, when I tell you I got some hot stories tonight, ooh, baby, y'all better tune in. Y'all better tune in at 9 o'clock. Okay, let me find the picture of me when I was a hot box, and I'm finna let y'all go. Here go the hot box right here. Here go hot box. No, I don't like this one. I got another one. Hold on, y'all. Let me get over here. Ooh, get comfortable. Oh shit! I dropped this down off of my couch. Hold on. We're gonna do some throwback pictures, y'all. Anyway, radio station Tuesday. This is the station. These are the people I'm gonna be with. That's Simply Courtney, the comedian, and that's Jabari. That's the guy that books me to be on the radio station. That guy, he was on there one time when I was there. I don't really know him. So I don't know if he's gonna be there. I don't know if he's gonna be there when I get there now. But that's Jabari. Y'all want to see my Dr. Dre picture? Everybody say I look like Dr. Dre. Is it Dr. Dre or the other one? What's the one? Not Dr. Dre, the other one. What's the other one name? They say I look like him on there. I can't think of his name. Dr. Dre. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, talking about Dr. Dre. Talking about, look at PT, look like Dr. Dre. I had just got out of makeup and took that picture. Let me find me as a hot box. Here go the station again, right here. That's the station. That's me again. That's Simply Courtney, me, and that's Jabari. This guy, he's no longer on the station. Yeah. I had just got out the hospital. That's why I had my glasses on. I had just got out the hospital from that Damn, food poisoning, child. Woo. And shingles. Shingles in my eye. Shingles in my eye. Shingles in my eye. Hold on, I'm trying to find a hot box picture. So, if you live in Kentucky, what is this restaurant right here? That's a soul food restaurant I went to in Kentucky. They said Muhammad Ali used to go there all the time. Somebody from Kentucky weigh in and let me know what the name of that restaurant is. This is me when I did uh, my radio interview in when I was in St. Louis. I was in St. Louis when I did that radio interview. That was a bunch of bullshit. It was all fake. So this is how I looked when I met that guy in Greensboro. So you see why they would pick me up at the bus station? Yes, I would pick myself up too. Yeah, the blazer. Yeah. No fake teeth, no nothing. That was me back in the '90s, '80s and '90s. Yeah. Mm. How you doing? I look like my daddy on this picture. Look at me. I look like my daddy on this picture. Mm. I got a movie part one time. Not a smooth operator. Not a smooth operator. What are you talking about? Grown up in business? What do you mean? And we in everybody's war? What do you mean? What do you mean? Do y'all remember me telling y'all about my gay mom who I cried when she died? Remember this her right here. This is my mentor. This is the transgender person that taught me everything, a lot of things in life about life and the gay lifestyle and stuff. That was Ivory Jones. She passed away. She was diabetes. She had diabetes real bad. The bitch wouldn't stop drinking. Don't tell nobody I told y'all this. This is my favorite son right here. I hope ain't none of my sons watching. This is my favorite son right here. That's the one I went to Kentucky with. That's the one that live in Dallas. That's the one I always stay with. When I went to Dallas, that's who I stayed with. I've been knowing him since he was 18. He's in his 40s now. Don't tell nobody. They are my favorite, but me and him are very close. We're very, very close. I had some pictures of me when I was young and drag. I'm trying to find them pictures. Here's my father, my biological father right here. It's my biological father. Hmm. That's where I get my redness from him. Mhm. 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 Girl, who is? Mm-mm. Mm. I was looking for more pictures. This is me as a little baby. I always had that smile, that $1 million smile with them big ears. Mm-mm. See, that's what y'all mothers see. Y'all don't see us as grown-ups. Y'all see us babies. Babies. Hmm. Y'all see us as babies. Babies. Hmm. trying to find. Now, this is me when I first moved to Dallas. This is me when I first moved to Dallas. Look, y'all, trying to drink and smoke. Look, trying to drink and smoke. This was in the 90s. This is after I left Virginia, when I had left, when I got into with that guy in Greensboro. That's when I had came back to Dallas. Look, trying to drink and smoke. Look. I'm so glad I never picked that habit up. Ugh. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't pick that habit up. Thank you, Jesus. Ooh. So glad. All right, y'all. Yeah, this is me at my dad's funeral right here. It's me at my dad's funeral. Yep. Mm-hmm. Anyway, y'all, let me see something. Ouch. I want y'all to hear something, okay? I want y'all to listen at this. Listen at this. This is Lunell talking about me. Top five. He did showbiz top five. Yes. And he actually lives here in Texas. And he's my good friend now. We've become friends. I watch the show Monday through Thursday. He came here. He supported me. I support him. So I said, big shout out. PT, where you at, PT? Where you at? That's PT! Go on YouTube and check out PTShowbiz.com, right, PT? Yes, yes. PTShowbiz.com. And he be dancing and stuff like Ellen. So what I like about PT show is that he dances like from his heart. Like, he looks like how choreography, he dances from his heart like Ellen. And he also gives like good common sense. Good common sense advice. And I really like that. And I love you, PT. I love you too, baby. The speaker, God bless you. Love you. I love you. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is one of my... Y'all heard what she said about me? Did y'all hear it? She said, I like him because he be dancing and he give good advice. Coming from Lunell, that's a tearjerker. Yeah, it's a tearjerker. It's a blessing. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all at 9. We're going to try it one more time. She is, yeah. We're going to try this one more time without the wig, okay? See how it go. It's not that I'm getting away from the wig. It's just that. Just turn off some of these lights. I will see y'all. I got some juicy stories, baby. Ooh. Ooh, Lord, I want to tell y'all so bad, but I can't. I got to wait till the night. It's just too juicy. And also, guys, I'm going to be interviewing my son, who was actually on A&E. He's a police officer. He's actually going to be the one in charge of my security for my for my comedy show in Atlanta. He's a real cop, like real cop. Okay, I will. He's like a real cop. And he's going to be in charge of my stuff for my show in Atlanta. But anyway, I'm going to be interviewing him Saturday, and it's going to be live. It's going to be, Central Time, I'm sorry. And it's going to be live, so get ready for that Saturday. I'm going to be interviewing him. And like I said, I really don't want to get in drag and do no shows, but I got to come up with this money so I can go on this trip and do the radio show. I should have booked it around my payday, but it's all good. I get there. I fly free. Don't cost me nothing to fly out of here. I think for me to fly here to Austin, maybe $30 and back, same thing, But I always get a person a little change in their pocket, for give me the little flight or whatever. But anyway, I will see y'all. Excuse me. I'll see y'all at 9 o'clock, okay? 9 o'clock. Bye. Oh, Penny, I'm going to call you now before I go to sleep because I'm about to go to sleep. Bye. Bye, moderators. Bye. Bye, y'all. Thank you for being